We welcome you to this broadcast of girls varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. We are at Jackson Center High School where the Fairlawn Jets will take on the Jackson Center Tigers. Today's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Allen Ball Insurance, and NKTelco. Thank you to those fine sponsors. My name is Jeff Henschen. Alongside me today is Michael Laws. We will bring you this Shelby County Athletic League matchup here late in the season with the Jets and the Tigers. And Michael, I mentioned end of the season. We're winding down to a few games left. The Fairlawn Jets have had a rough season record-wise. Jackson Center has been up and down. They're a little bit on a skid right now.
Yeah, for Fairlawn, you're exactly right. They are going through a big rebuild. 8 players on the roster, 5 of them are freshmen, currently winless in the conference at 0-11, currently overall 1-18, their only win this year over Triad. And Jackson Center kind of going through a similar rebuild, still a little bit young, but have been finding some traction, have been getting some good results. Coming up, they're currently at 4-6 in the conference, currently 6th and 8-11 overall, but they've been building up. So kind of a tale of two similar. Fairlawn a little bit further behind just because of the youth. Jackson Center kind of same thing on the rebuild. Should be very, very interesting.
Yeah, the Jackson Center, their youth program, they might be in phase 2.
Yes, I'd say they're a little bit further along as far as the age goes with where between them and Fairlawn, but still got some building to do though.
The Tigers, as Michael said, 8-11. They've lost 6 straight. And I've done a number of the games this year, and they've had some great moments, and just need to put the pieces back together here and try to bounce back today at home against the Jets, who, like Michael said, have struggled with the 118 mark. We will take a short timeout. When we come back, we will have our starting lineups, the keys of the game, and the opening tip, all here on NKTelco Sports.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back to Jackson Center as we prepare to meet our starting lineups that are brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies.
And now, please welcome.
First up, it will be the Fairlawn Jets. Laney Clemens, number 1, is a freshman. Kaylee Helber, number 3, is a freshman. Avery North is number 11, and she is a junior. Riley Eichelberger is number 21, is a freshman. And at number 44 is Darcy Maxson. She is a senior, and the Jets are coached by Gavin Cathcart in his 7th season. Grace Prenger, number 4, junior. Presley Reese, number 10, sophomore. McKinley Reichert, number 14, sophomore. Addie Biederman, number 20, a junior. Macy Klopfenstein, number 44, is a junior. The Tigers are coached by Tiffany Brown in her first season. Those are your Emerson Climate Technologies starting lineups. And before the opening tip, Michael, let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First for the Jets.
Yeah, Coach Cathcart came to us, make sure to limit turnovers, fast break points, and limit JC's rebounds on the offensive glass.
And for the Tigers?
Coach Brown gave us push tempo, quick start, and make sure they keep up the defensive pressure.
The opening tip belongs to the Jets. They're in the road blue jerseys. Tigers wearing the home whites, who weren't away the Shelby County Athletic League matchup today on a Saturday afternoon here at Tiger Gymnasium. Man-to-man defense for Jackson Center. These teams played back in December. Jackson Center won 51-37 at Fairlawn. Maxson hands off to Clemens. Her shot no good. It'll go out of bounds. A rebound for the Tigers. And a missed shot there by
Laney Clemens off trying to drive through the slash through the lane there, high off the glass, and goes out of bounds to give the ball back to the Tigers.
Jets held the ball for over 30 seconds, got a decent shot, and Presley Reese with a running left-hander off the mark, rebounded by the Jets. Clemens with the basketball. Eichelberger with it now. Man-to-man defense again for the Tigers as Clemens near lost to handle. Kick out, three-point shot taken by Hilbers off the mark. Grace Prenger comes up with a loose ball rebound. Grace Prenger, junior guard, faces looks like zone defense for the Jets.
I think we're going to see a lot of zone out of Fairlawn just because of the size, just to try to cut that down.
Size and also numbers.
Yeah, size and numbers, exactly right. You're going to, you don't have a lot of fouls to give when you only got 8 players on the bench, or 8 players total, I should say. So definitely got to limit that.
Foul against Avery North. And for Jackson Center, left-handed junior Addie Biederman, her first points of the game. First points for either team, I should say, on the free throw. And she looks smooth on both shots, and the 2-0 lead at the 6:38 mark of the first quarter. Presley Reese, go ahead.
Yeah, the big thing would be if Fairlawn can keep this going. They usually get off to really good starts. See if they can keep this up for 4 quarters. They hung with Botkins here for first quarter here a couple games ago. Top of the conference, and then kind of laid out. And if they can get that going, but it looks like we're going to have an over and back here. The ball back to Jackson Center. Yep.
We do have a turnover, and you, I assume, called the Botkins Fairlawn game. So.
Yeah, they hung with them. Actually, it was first quarter was only 10-8. They hung really, really well, and then Botkins kind of got hot, and just kind of wore down this, light, Fairlawn, depth and bench, and obviously 5 freshmen, but. Definitely some potential, and definitely Coach Cathcart's very positive about what's to come.
And talking to Coach Cathcart, there's a nice entry pass as Presley Reese gets the assist to McKinley Reichert. But Coach Cathcart, he said these freshmen you're talking about, Michael, are not used to losing. They had a great junior high record. I forget that he rattled off a whole bunch of wins and maybe like 3 or 4 losses, and maybe possibly they could have won the Shelby County Athletic League title. I'm not quite sure there, but because they're not used to losing. So
he was very high on them when they were in junior high. I mean, he had talked about when I've had conversations with him. He said this, as a junior high team, they were just unstoppable. But unfortunately, you got a 4-year gap right now, and that's what you're dealing with. So he's definitely looking, for the future, especially get them some reps here. May hurt now, but be good later. Nice 3 there.
Presley Reese had the assist to Reichert for the first field goal for the Tigers, and now hit a 3-pointer here. A quick 7-0 lead for the Tigers, and into the ball game during that last dead ball was Cassie Heath, number 33, and she has not played a lot this year.
Yeah, she's been nursing some leg issues, and finally getting back here in the rotation. We'll get to see what she can be able to do here.
She did not play in the Botkins game that you called. So.
Yep, she did not. Okay. Yeah, she was on the bench, unfortunately, for that. And Coach Cathcart was she was kind of day-to-day at that point. And
first game tonight.
Was hoping to get her back, and now he has.
Back-to-back triple tries for Presley Reese. That one no good. Yeah, so this is her first ball game. There's Cassie Reese, or Cassie Heath, over to Maxon, back to Heath. And nice pass. Tough shot by Clemens. Strong. She gets her own rebound. Her putback is no good. Couple looks there from Lainey Clemens.
Oh. I was more interested in safety there more than, man, that was quite a whiplash there.
Sometimes, that violent snap as Coach Cathcart wants to take a precision strip timeout. He will. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here as I will go through some of our additional sponsors to help us bring you these ball games. They include Burke Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Sweeterman Incorporated, Digman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, Securecom, and St. Henry Bank. Those additional sponsors help us bring you these games. And today's high school girls basketball, Shelby County Athletic League matchup between the Tigers and the Jets. Kind of a slow start offensively for the Jets. They've had some looks. They've had some nice cuts to the basket where they've got great passes. They just haven't been able to.
They've caught Lainey Clemens a couple of times coming through the lane there, and just unfortunately not been able to get it off the window and get any points. But definitely getting some looks. You're exactly right. So hopefully they can, for their sake, to be able to get some of those to fall.
Reese, a 3-pointer. That one was blocked, I believe, by Clemens. Rebounded by Klovenstein, no good. Rebounded by Fairlawn's Maxon. So a couple looks there. A blocked 3-pointer, I believe it was, by Clemens. And then Klovenstein able to record the offensive rebound. Couldn't get her shot to drop. Maxon over to Cassie Heath. There's a foul. I believe it's going to be on Reese. Running through the screen.
Yep, push off of that.
Good call there. As you cannot, the screener, sometimes it's a solid screen and the player playing defense gets smoked. Well, that's not the screener's fault. That's the teammates for not talking out loud, calling out the screen, but it's a foul then on the player that runs into the player. In this case, it was Reese.
Yeah, we had a turnover there. They were trying to inbounds, got knocked out of bounds.
Of turnovers.
Already 5 turnovers for Fairlawn so far, and that was one of Coach Cathcart's keys was turnovers, and that bit him in Botkins, and it's biting him here so far.
Pranger drives to the basket, and she is fouled as something altered her shot. And evidently, it was going to be contact on the arm, and that foul will go against number 3, Kaylee Helber, her first. The first free throw here for junior guard Grace Pranger is good. Tigers a perfect 3 for 3 from the line. Helber picked up that foul, and just during that first shot, she stood on the line, just had her arms crossed. It's just kind of a weird stance. As she was maybe frustrated she fouled, but just stood there with her arms crossed, watching the shooter like, well, Pranger, go ahead.
You're going to see some mentality differences, especially with this freshman to junior senior thing, and I think some of that is that.
Well, there's another turnover again. The bad decision on the Jets, they turn it over, but then I always kind of wonder if you're going to go after in this case, Reese, why not try for the steal like at the foul line?
Mm-hmm.
Why wait until she gets in the scoring motion and then try to strip it? Because you're probably going to foul her, and she's going to get free throws. She doesn't make the layup, so you do make her But here they weren't even in a bonus. She could have tried to steal it, let's say, or make contact. And the Tigers are perfect 6 for 6.
Yeah, great news for them, especially, 6 for 6. These are stats that you definitely want to have, coming into tournament time, because you never know when you're going to need those. So that's good news for them so far. Yep, got a walk there. Move that. Riley Eichelberger moving that foot.
Good defense by the Tigers, kind of shutting down her baseline drive. And in doing so, you're right, she drugged the foot. Another turnover for the Jets. And Reichert, her pass into Reese. Nice idea. Kloppenstein was there. Couldn't quite make that. Didn't have enough English on the ball. Couldn't get it to Kloppenstein. Would have been a great scoring opportunity.
Yep. Trying to find that. 4 of the 5 Jackson Center players have points so far, so good way to spread the ball around here. 3 attempt for Fairlawn.
Helber's 3, no good. Backside rebound, Maxton. She'll keep the possession alive for the Jets. This is Heath. Heath threw a couple of Tigers. She has the ball knocked away. Another turnover. Reichert to Reese, no good. Biederman, no good. Biederman, good. And a foul. So multiple looks there for the Tigers. A missed layup by Reese on the left side, and Biederman a couple offensive rebounds, gets fouled on the second attempt. And she'll look to increase the lead to 14-0. 1 free throw for Biederman. She's 2 for 2 from the line. Make it 3 for 3 and 7 of 7 in the quarter.
Yep, 5 points for Biederman, and Pranger with 2, Reese with 4, and Reichert with 2 so far. So 4 of the 5 players with points, yeah.
Well, offensive distribution so far for Jackson Center. They look to break a 6-game losing streak today. It'll stay with the Fairlawn Jets. Coming back in for the Jets will be Avery North, a starter. She will replace Helber. Eichelberger with the basketball. This is Cassie Heath. Tough shot. Yeah, it was a going left for right-handed shooter. Reichert with the rebound. Good decision. The attempt by Pranger strong. Presley Reese no good. Reichert will have it taken away, I guess. So, but then Fairlawn will give it right back, stepping out of bounds. So Pranger and Reese had chances, and then Reichert came up with it.
Yeah, and
then Fairlawn stepped out of bounds.
Fairlawn had it, and then they just stepped out of bounds. Could have had it. Now we got a clear shot.
Biederman no good. Presley Reese no good. She'll go to the line. She's fouled. So the rebounding has really helped the Tigers and hurt the Jets.
Absolutely. And right now they 6 team fouls against Fairlawn already, especially with how short a bench they have right now. So could end up indicting them here later.
Every Fairlawn foul has been a shooting foul. You mentioned the 6 fouls. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, 5 of the 6, I guess. So 5 of the 6 fouls have put put Jackson Center on the line, and
Jackson Center has not missed at all from the free throw line.
Easy math to do. What percentage is that?
100%. Yep. So
good start offensively.
Coach Brown should be very pleased with that so far.
Backdoor cut, trying to hit Heath. Was the pass from Clemens off the mark. So Fairlawn turnover, 1:50 to play. Currently all Jackson Center this afternoon here at Jackson Center High School. Reichert, her shot all but in, no good. Kloppenstein with the offensive rebound, and she gets it to crawl over the front edge. And another, or different, I should say, Tiger.
Now all 5 starters for Jackson Center at least have 2 points.
And they're the only 5 that have played so far. They don't play a lot. Usually the other Reese girl will come in, Kendall Reese.
Yeah, we see Audrey Bird occasionally as well.
That's true. She's a freshman,
and Pole Schneider, we see her a little bit. Usually gives a spell for Kloppenstein occasionally. So
at this rate, I'm sure we're going to see a few more. No JV game today, as Fairlawn only has the varsity squad, as the Heath shot was missed. Eichelberger, number 21, Riley Eichelberger, offensive rebound and hoop. The first points for the Jets, under a minute to play.
Yeah, good news for them. Finally be able to get something here on the on the board.
Long 2-point shot. Tough shot for a left-hander coming from that angle to catch it, turn around, and then shoot. It's off the mark. Rebounded, I think it was by Maxson. Jets looking to score in back-to-back possessions. That shot was blocked by Presley Reese. Kluffenstein comes up with her defensive rebound. Up to Grace Prenger. Her pass to Reichert out of bounds. Off Fairlawn will stay with Jackson Center.
I was trying to find, look like Kelly Reichert underneath.
Jackson Center has taken, we mentioned one of the keys we talked about, pushing tempo. They've thrown the ball down the floor some here to kind of take advantage as Reese misses a 3-point shot and Reichert goes down. Foul will be called against number 21, Riley Eichelberger, her first. And like you said, that's...
Yeah, we're already at 1-1 already, and we're in the first quarter.
For Reichert, though, she's one of the few Tigers that have not taken a free throw. She will now be the 4th different Tiger to shoot free throws here in the first quarter. She's also the first one to miss. Coming up with the defensive rebound is Avery North. The junior will bring it up for the Jets. Under 7 seconds to play. They got to get a shot off here. I hope they know the time. It's down to 5. Clemens. North will hoist one and
got it.
Good offense for the Jets. They finish that quarter with 5 points, all coming towards the end. They trailed, though, after the first 8 minutes, 18-5. You're watching girls varsity basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Jeff Henson alongside me today is Michael Laws, bringing you the Shelby County Athletic League girls basketball game. And right now, Michael, Jackson Center on top, 18-5. Good news for the Jets is their offense came alive, and towards the end of that quarter, maybe they can build off that. They've dug themselves a hole.
Yes, they have. It's not only that, they've got fouls as well, and they're going to be sending Jackson Center to the free throw line, and they have not missed from there, so they got a lot of work to do. But they do have some three-point shooters, so they can, they have some shooting, and if they can make, get some openings here and get some stuff to fall, you never know. So let's see what happens.
Right now, the pressure defense, kind of the double teaming, forces the turnover. It goes off of Clemens' hands out of bounds. So, Michael, those turnovers, you mentioned it a lot. How many did Fairlawn end up with?
Right now, Fairlawn's at 12 turnovers right now. So, yeah, that was a key that Coach Cathcart had talked about, was limiting turnovers. And right now, offensive boards has not been good, and turnovers, and now giving up that for Addie Biederman there to come up with a field goal.
7 points in the ball game for Biederman. And again, now more tough defense, and a quick whistle there. Contact by Presley Reese. Foul on Presley Reese. And Tigers, though, they've not committed many fouls, and the ones they do have all belong to Miss Reese, number 10.
Absolutely. It's only 2 team fouls for Jackson Center, as you mentioned, and both of those are hers.
3-point shot will be short. Offensive rebound by Maxson. The shot was taken by North, who hit the three-pointer to close the first quarter. The rebound was by Maxson, and she scores her first bucket. And she's the only senior on the court today.
Yep, she's their, basically inside. She has shot from outside as well. She doesn't mind doing that either. So I've been seeing a lot of, bigger players being able to do that, and she has done that. So, but basically is pretty much the inside threat that Fairlawn has.
Reichert gets the pass, waited, hesitated, pivoted, snuck through the crack of the door, if you will, and scores her bucket. Also in for Jackson Center, I believe she started a quarter, was number 24, Kendall Reese, a sophomore, wears number 24. She's guarding Maxon right now in the Tigers' man-to-man defense. But a nice patient move there by Reichert. Probably watched Aiden, her brother, a few times, figured that move out, but very patient and deliberate as the three-pointer was taken by Clemens off the mark. Clemens almost comes up with a steal as Tigers maintain possession. Good ball movement, better defense by Heath maybe to as Reichert will give a asterisk next to that play by number 33, Cassie Heath. She knocked away the basketball. That was good ball movement by the Tigers, and then the end result was a turnover on Jackson Center. And Michael, I'll ask you, I had it written down, now I'm not sure. 33 for Fairlawn is a Heath. Her first name is Casey or Cassie?
I said Cassie when I called her.
Cassie?
Yeah, is what when I called in the Botkins game. So, but yeah, she's the one that's coming back from, had some leg issues. Long three attempt, not good.
That one short by North. Reese pushing tempo. Good defense by North, kind of altered the Reese dribble, but Reese recovers and hits her field goal.
I think what saved her there is that she didn't do anything else after she caught that ball to avoid the travel, and basically jump and shot and got that to work.
Whistle, a foul on Jackson Center.
I believe McKinley Reichert, I believe.
That is correct. Her first foul. In for Jackson Center, number 44, Macy Kluffenstein, replacing Addie Biederman. North gives it back up to Clemens. Cross-court skip pass over to Heath. Heath, her older sister, just graduated. She was a big-time player for the Jets. Lana Heath, and so she's been able to see some very good basketball from her sibling as Darcy Maxon has a nice turnaround off the glass shot. She has 4 points all here in the quarter. 24-9 now in favor of Jackson Center. They led by 13 at the end of the first. They lead by 15 now as the sideline, baseline jumper, I should say, by Reese is off the mark. Kendall Reese. Heath will travel. In for the Jets, number 21, Riley Eichelberger, replacing Helber.
They'll lead to 13 Jet turnovers so far. So, in one of the keys Coach Cathcart had talked about, I'm sure will be brought up here in the halftime break as well.
That's tough. You obviously don't want to have the turnovers, but sometimes it just doesn't work out with what you're going against. As Kluffenstein shot off the mark, Eichelberger with the rebound, and the Jets will try to get offense started here. They've not had anything consistently. It took them a struggle. The first quarter took them most of the quarter just to get their first field goal. They hit a long.
Had a nice three to end the quarter, and
a long distance three.
Yeah, and that's been about it.
So. Maxon scored. There should have been a foul, I thought, on Kluffenstein going through Maxon, and there's a foul though against Fairlawn. So tough break for the Jets as they were trying to get the ball into Darcy Maxon, and she's been their offense here in the quarter, scoring 2 field goals.
Yeah, she's pretty much the good inside threat, and basically, the bigger of pretty much all the players, so probably a good way to hopefully maybe collect some offense there if they can get her free. They've tried to catch Clemens on some cuts as well.
Reese continues to shoot the free throws very well today. 5 for 5 for Presley Reese. That gives her 10 points in the game to match her jersey number, and that quickly has changed as she now has 11 in the game.
Yeah, that's great. Got to be great news for Jackson Center. How good they are doing from the free throw line. Great. Only the one miss so far.
Clemens in trouble, able to find Maxon. Now it's Heath, and she will be fouled, so that will be the 4th team foul. Grace Pringer. picks up the foul. As I said, team foul number 4. Tigers hit on 9 of 10 free throws, I believe it was, in the first quarter. Now they are 11 of 12 from the line. That's a pretty good mark for any team, as Heath will.
Yeah, and a lot of the fouls came. They were shooting fouls, so that sent them to the line. And now everything's going to go to the line here, at least for the rest of the half now. So,
yes.
So that's good news, not only for that, but everything shows that they were attacking the basket.
Those free throws did come early, like you said.
Yeah.
All those, there was a long 3. As hey, if you're open, shoot it, because that's about their best option. That one was short, but the fouls for the Jets have definitely slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
They're at 8 team fouls, and I'd say probably 6 of them came in the first.
Yeah, they racked
3 minutes.
They racked
4
them,
minutes.
They racked them up really quick. They were already in the 1-and-1 in the first quarter already, and with only 8 players, you got to distribute those as best you can and use those effectively. And we'll need to slow that down in the second half.
Reichert to the rim. Reichert with a nice, tough shot through traffic. Her 6th point of the game. And that last dead ball, Presley Reese took a break. She has had a nice first half with 11 points in the ball game. She's taking her first break as Jackson Center has rotated through their 6 players so far here in the first half. Eichelberger back to North. This is Heath, long distance 3, and it is good.
It's her points. I'm sure that makes her feel good after coming back.
Well, they're going to need a lot of that, and I'm pretty sure she's going to be the part of their offense as she grows older. Just a freshman. As mentioned, they started 4 freshmen. Yes, the 3 freshmen started, but they play about 5 as Biederman is fouled, and she's going back to the free throw line. Again, it's been a while, seems like, since the Tigers have been there, but the 11, well, I guess Presley Reese just hit a couple of them recently. 11 for 12 in the first half as a team. Biederman is 3 for 3, make it 4 for 4.
And you look at this difference right now, it's 29-12. You look at that free throw difference, how many free throws, a good hunk of that is those free throws.
Yeah, probably
a good hunk of it.
And it's going to continue as, boy, those are nice looking. It's amazing when one person starts hitting, it seems like everyone else just feels the momentum, and those have been some nice looking shots, good rotation on the ball. And
8 of the baskets have been field goals, 2 or 3, and then everything else has been free throws. So, a good hunk of that difference, is coming from the foul line. So,
and all those shooting fouls, it's, pretty good indication that Tigers of Jackson Center have been working it before the timeout is taken. Coach Cathcart will take a full timeout. We will take one with him as well. You're watching girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
We are here and here and here.
Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Welcome back to Jackson Center. Jeff Henschen along here with Michael Laws. It's been all Jackson Center so far. They lead by 18, 30-12. Michael mentioned the free throws. They've now made 13 free throws, so if they didn't, quote, score any field goals, they'd still be leading by 1.
Right.
So they have definitely taken advantage of their opportunities, being forcing the action, getting to the foul line, and that's 2/3 of the equation, but they're doing all 3/3. They're hitting the free throws to make it count.
Oh, absolutely. They're capitalizing on what they can get. Yep, they got a walk right there on
Heath.
On Heath.
So another turnover for them, and boy, they've got to be near 15.
They are at 15, exactly. That made it there. It has just been, that has been a true, tale, and I think part of it's come from that, some of their own, just from youthfulness, but some of it has been this pressure defense from Jackson Center. They had talked about their pressure defense. Off the boards, nope.
Reichert with a miss. Helber with the rebound. Helber will launch the three. That's going to hopefully bank in. It does not. Klovenstein pulls down the defensive board. Final 20 seconds of the first half. Kendall Reese finds Reichert, and she will finish. Good left-handed use. Had to keep it in her left hand because Maxson was there. If she shot with her right hand, it would have been blocked. Good job by Reichert. She now has
8 points there. So
there's a whistle and a foul. Free throws coming up for the Jets. Personal foul goes against Biederman, number 20. And the free throw is good. Heath, a three-pointer earlier in this quarter, now has 4 points. That one's short. Reichert with a rebound, the final seconds, and she's going to be whistled. A boy, ill-advised foul there by Heath with 0.9 left. Reichert was down in no man's land.
Didn't need it really there. You're too far back. I mean, there's really nothing you're going to gain there besides just sending her in a spot. And that's their 10th team foul. It's going to give them 2 more
attempts.
2 more attempts. Yeah, exactly. So, and they've been deadly from there so far. Except for that time.
Yeah, she's been the only one to miss. She's 0 for 2. I was here probably, it seems like maybe a month ago when they beat Rushi, and she went to the line with nobody on the line as a technical foul was called late in the game, and she made both free throws. That is a halftime buzzer. Your score at the end of 2 quarters is Jackson Center 33, Fairlawn 13. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will have the second half of girls basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the Internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an Internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to Jackson Center High School. We are at halftime with the Fairlawn Jets and the Jackson Center Tigers are doing battle today. With our first half stats, here's Michael Laws.
For Fairlawn, the 2-point range, they were 2 for 8. 3-point range, they were 2 for 9. Free throws were 1 for 2. Rebounds, they had 6, and total 15 team turnovers. North had 3 points, Eichelberger 2 points, Heath with 4, and Maxon with 4. For Jackson Center, 2-point range, 8 for 22. 3-point range, they were 1 for 5. Free throws, 13 for 15. 7 rebounds, and only 2 turnovers. Grace Pranger with 2. Presley Reese with 1. McKinley Reichert with 9. Addie Biederman with 9. And Macy Kloppenstein with the field goal.
Presley Reese with 11.
Presley with 11. I apologize.
I know you
wrote it down. I was like, that didn't seem right when I said it, but I missed the one. So, yeah, Presley Reese has 11 points, so currently leading Jackson Center. So,
well, good start for the Tigers, and some of those key numbers. I mean, you could almost read those stats and predict who's winning, and the free throws for the Tigers, and more importantly, I believe those turnovers for Fairlawn. Huge discrepancies between the two teams with, you said 15 turnovers for Fairlawn, just 2 for Jackson Center.
Yep.
And the Tigers, not only shooting well, but the free throws, 13 makes out of 15 tries for Jackson Center, and just 2 attempts for Fairlawn to make 1 of 2. So
yeah, you just think about, if you really think about this would be a 7-point ball game without the free throws right now, because right now you got 13 made, and 13 of the 33 points of Jackson Center are off free throws. So if you take all that off the table, it's a 7-point game here for Fairlawn to potentially be in here. So.
Well, they unfortunately for the Fairlawn Jets, they keep those on the board, and the Tigers take advantage of that, being aggressive. And
Jackson Center's got to be very happy with that, especially, coming here, what a time to be hot, getting ready to, end this regular season and, get ready for a tournament draw here very shortly.
Man-to-man defense, the Jets open up here in the second half with, and Reichert being guarded by Reese. Nice backdoor cut. Reese will evidently have the ball taken away, so good defense by Darcy Maxon. Looked like she stripped it away from Reese on a nice backdoor cut, and I was expecting Reese to go up and maybe finish, and Maxon said nope. Was able to get the turnover against the Tigers.
Evidently got it clean too, and it did look clean. She didn't complain about it.
Nope.
She didn't complain about it, so evidently she did get it clean. So good for Fairlawn there.
Ball movement on the perimeter right now for the Jets. Now they try to dump it down to Maxon. Inside-out action. Nice ball movement. And good work there as Avery North hits her second triple of the game. Nice assist there from Maxon. They worked it in, and that gave then Avery North a bit of a opening when she got the ball back to get a shot off. Reichert needs help. Works against Hebler. Reese now will come over and get it as the Jets trying to force the pressure a little bit here, and right now it's kind of slowed the Tigers down a bit. Nothing coming real quick for the Tigers. They're very patient though right now, and they will spread the court a little bit and force the Jets to play the whole length, and that'll open up the inside as Pranger gets the assist. Reichert gets the basket. She now ties her classmate Presley Reese with 11 points.
Yeah, nice cut there. That you're going to have that with that zone. I mean,
well,
if
it was man-to-man.
You're going to lose that, and with that, pressing, and especially man-to-man, and especially when they're getting that and in and out there, and rebound coming to
all but in for Clemens.
Yeah, exactly.
Reese goes to the basket, and she has it knocked out of bounds. Good hustle play by Kaylee Helber coming from a long way away and knocking the ball off of or out of bounds from Reese as she attempted to score. When Jackson scored the last time, they really spread the court, and Biederman's shot is missed. Maxon with the rebound, and it forced the Jets to defend the whole thing, and they came out, and that nice backdoor cut scored as Biederman with the steal, and she is fouled.
And this will be a shooting foul, I believe. So
yep, it should be. It looked like Biederman was definitely in the act again. If you're going to foul, why not do it?
Yeah, I would have done it out here. Try to do it out here.
You don't want to grab her because that could be an intentional foul. But why not go for the steal, make a little contact as Biederman continues to shoot the ball well. Here she is now 2 force.
Yeah, on that defense,
6 for 6.
On that defense we were talking about earlier, I think you're exactly right. I think they were going man to man, but not communicating and having the switch offs. You going from there and you lose somebody.
It's a bigger. It just was a deflection twice. It'll go off Fairlawn, but we'll see if they do it again by spreading it out. And if Fairlawn's going to come out and play like in your shirt defense, a quick backdoor cut, man, they've got a lot of ground to cover. If you kind of pack it in, and protect the basket or the goal, you might not have as many openings. We'll see once here what Jackson Center does. Look how high and everything's spread out.
That's exactly, that's what I was, doing that. And I think we're losing those transitions and getting those backdoor cuts. You've had at least 2 backdoor cuts here. And now you got an open lane. But did create a turnover there. So
good defense by number 21, Riley Eichelberger, as Reichert was ready to kick out, but Eichelberger stole it. A couple turnovers here in a quarter for the Tigers. North, crossover, dribble in front of Pranger, has to pick it up. Heath being defended by a very physical McKinley Reichert, and she is whistled and picks up the personal foul.
Foul away from the basket, so that's definitely
non-shooting.
Good. Non-shooting foul. So that's going to be a big thing here, especially in this, second half. How Fairlawn uses those fouls that they got left.
Pranger, good play defensively, creating the steal, and then instantly takes off and will draw a foul against number 33, Lily Cathcart. Number 33's Heath. Sorry, that's her third foul.
Yeah, she's back, coming back, but trying to find her way there. Rare missed free throw there for Jackson Center.
Pranger had 2 free throws in the first quarter. As going off the floor is number 11, Avery North, to clean up a cut, so they'll clean her up.
Yeah, those are only 2 points, were those free throws that you had mentioned.
Misses
another
both.
Miss, another miss. Rare miss here for Jackson Center. On the free throw line.
Yes, Darcy Maxson with the defensive board, and she'll set a screen there. A good solid screen for Heath. Clemens penetrates. Ooh, good ball movement. Misses a shot. Maxson hangs in there. Kind of had my eye on her for whatever reason the whole trip. Set a nice screen and ends up with an offensive rebound and basket for her 6th point.
Yeah, I think that's going to be, they can get her free a little bit. She's been able to kind of wiggle some stuff. And currently at 6 points, so she's been able to wiggle some stuff here for Fairlawn. That might be the key to get back into this. But a nice backdoor cut and now a foul on Maxson. So
that time they'll get the reach, which the reach is fine. It's the contact that's the foul. So
she got a clean one earlier. She got a clean one earlier, and fortunately couldn't get that one.
But a nice backdoor cut is, again, spreading out the Fairlawn defense, and Reese able to get an opening. Her first point of the half. She now has 12 in the game. 2, 4, 6, 7 for 7 from the foul.
7 for those free throws. Fantastic news for Coach Brown.
Coach Brown in her first season as head coach, as Reese good on both of her tries. That gives her 13 in the ball game. That leads the Tigers in scoring. Biederman and Reichert are right behind her at 11 each. So 3 players in double figures for Jackson Center.
Yeah, I apologize not reading Reese is giving her 11 points there in the half. I get old, I can't read very well.
That's all right. I figured you knew about it.
Yeah, I wrote it down. It was there, but nice steal.
Clemens the steal, Clemens the score. Good job, good defensive play by Lainey Clemens, a freshman with heads-up play, taking the ball away from a very good athlete, McKinley Reichert. Even the good ones make mistakes.
Absolutely.
Biederman up to new player in the ball game.
That's D. Lichtenberg.
Turnover as Clemens back-to-back steals. Clemens back-to-back scores. Timeout by Coach Cathcart. Precision strip timeout on the floor. It is a full timeout. We will take one as well. 3:03 to play third quarter. Jackson Center leads Fairlawn 39-22 on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back to Jackson Center, where the Jets have come up with a couple buckets off steals and have cut the lead down to 17. But a good play by the Jets here, kind of not giving up. Still.
Yeah, they're making Coach Brown think a little bit here. So
it was a Fairlawn timeout, but definitely Coach Brown, I think, will help her team kind of refocus here a bit. They've had some Jackson Center of 2 first half turnovers. I think they've had a handful here in the quarter.
Yeah, they're kind of losing it just a little bit. So trying to find some openings here and try to keep the pedal on the gas here.
And not throw it away.
Yep, exactly.
They probably had at least 4 or 5 turnovers here in a quarter, and the past 2 have resulted in layups for scores, I should say, for Clemens.
Oh, yeah.
And Reese will be fouled as Clemens that time kind of got beaten and had to recover back door and commits the foul.
Yep, able to create that so she can had the last 4 points there for Fairlawn off 2 steals. So
Presley Reese, number 10 on the roster, continues to shoot the free throws well today. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 for 9. To go along also with a 3-point basket and a 2-point basket. Sometimes you can do it with your eyes shut, and other times she does everything but go in. But right now, her shots have all been almost no-brainer, or no doubt, definitely.
Only 4 total missed team ones so far all night all afternoon here for Jackson Center.
Reichert knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Fairlawn. Fairlawn head coach Gavin Cathcart in his 7th season. Jackson Center head coach Tiffany Brown in her 1st season.
Yeah,
Clemens
always tight here in the Shelby County League. Always tight. So no matter, even if you're at the bottom, even if you're at the bottom, you're still tight. You know, I had the Russia Jackson Center first half, and then Jackson Center comes up to win it over them in the second half.
Clemens with a miss. Again, Fairlawn plays about 5 freshmen. And Jackson Center, no senior on the team. So there, again, we talked on our pregame. Kind of both teams in similar spots. It's just Jackson Center's youth program is a little bit advanced.
About one more, I'd say 1 year more, right now than we're just from age standpoint, not, ability per se. It's just, high school basketball is definitely different than junior high basketball, and you got a good junior high team, but you're going against 4 years older sometimes, 3 or 4 years older.
More mature, physical, stronger bodies. And
they'll get there.
Reese thought about it, decides, I'll probably go, good defense by Maxson. It'll stay.
No,
it was off of Reese then, but Maxson got her hand in there. I thought maybe there'd be a foul, but a good defense by
we could have had a foul, a walk. We had about a little bit of everything.
I didn't see it, but boy, Reese didn't change her facial expression, which is good. I'm not saying you should change your facial expression every time you don't like the call, but she made it seem like by her expression that it did go off of her. Boy, quick release, catch, and square and shoot. Kaylee Helber.
That's her first points of the night.
Boy, it looks like she could do that. That was pretty much in rhythm. Under a minute to play. We're down to 45 seconds.
When they get clean looks, they have nailed them. I mean, I'll give them that. It's just a matter of getting free. That's been a big issue for them tonight, or this afternoon, I should say.
Agree. Jackson Center's defense has been pretty good on them, as Reese will miss a shot. She is fouled, but she's very athletic. She's a 5'8/5'9" guard, so that's going to create problems. She's got some good size, and again, doing a number of Jackson Center games, I've seen her. She's a right-handed girl, but she's gone left like that numerous times. She's done it a couple times here already today. and continues to be aggressive and rewards herself with the free throws. And that's 1, going to the basket's great. 2, getting fouled is great. But 3, you got to make them when you get to the line. And she has done that. Her first miss of the game. 11 for 12. And that one should be a charge. Whoa. I didn't see it. I just looked up and I saw her go down. So the referee had better view of it.
The one was pointing out of bounds. They had it on out of bounds, and then the other referee had it
as a block
with
foul.
With a block, yeah. So the one on the baseline was just giving it as an out of bounds. And did not see the block that the other one did.
That one goes off Lichtenberg. It'll stay with Fairlawn. 19 seconds to go in the quarter. 42-25 in favor of Jackson Center. They've led wire to wire so far. Opened up a 7-0 lead to start the game at least. I know it was at least 7-0. Took Fairlawn a while to get their offense started.
Long 2.
Long three-pointer.
Oh, they did give her 3.
Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah, I did not see the ref with his arm up. So
I didn't either, but when she went in, I saw him wave it. Nice ball movement. And Biederman is contacted. Maxon, nice.
Yeah, she was all over. Yeah, Maxon's like, I'm sorry, and all over it. So
That's
good
nice
stuff.
to see.
Good stuff. Love that.
Addie Biederman, again, a frequent flyer, I should say a frequent visitor to the free throw line. 2, 4, 6, 7 of 7, make it 8 for 8. And again, Michael, of all the fouls, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fouls. So it looks like every Fairlawn foul this quarter has been a shooting foul because all their fouls have put Jackson Center on the line.
Yep.
And that's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, it's Jackson Center 44, Fairlawn 28. We'll come back for the fourth quarter here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Welcome back to Jackson Center. I want to remind everyone these ball games are brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. They sponsor our Keys of the Game. Our scoreboard sponsor is First National Bank Think First. Our starting lineup sponsor today was Emerson Climate Technologies. Our timeout sponsor is Precision Strip. Player of the game is awarded to by NKTelco. And our very important Jackson Center Live View sponsor is Allen Ball Insurance. Thank you again for those sponsors to help us, allow us to do this. And high school girls basketball is what you're watching now.
Yep, we're very happy to be here and go from there. So we're
fourth quarter,
very happy.
Three-pointer by Clemens off the mark, short. Maxon did a good job hustling it down. But her overhead pass is deflected and stolen by the Tigers turnover Jets. Biederman, no one picks her up, and she will finish. She went the length of the floor. She created the steal on the other end and finishes on the right side for now her 15th point of the ball game.
Double team there.
Jump ball will be a turnover. It'll go to Jackson Center.
Currently stands at 21 turnovers for Fairlawn now.
That's too many, and it's what seems like the good teams can do is put a lot of pressure on the ball.
Those were his keys. I mean, that's exactly what Coach Cathcart was aware of and knew it needed to be dealt with. And
yeah, even though you know it's coming, even though you have to deal with it, doesn't mean it can be, taken care of. Tigers commit the turnover.
Nice turnover there for
Eichelberger.
pickup. Yeah, or
Eichelberger
Eichelberger.
Steal. Clemens working against Prenger. Avery North, long three-pointer straight on, short. Good to see she came back in. I think she was the one that had to leave the game with a cut or some blood, and they got her fixed up. McKinley Reichert with the basketball. Prenger now will bring it across. As looked like Fairlawn tried to put a little bit of backcourt pressure on to get a quick steal. Tigers maintain possession. Lichtenberg over to Reichert. Lichtenberg will have a go off her hands out of bounds. Turnover Jackson Center. And again, I know we talked about it earlier, and I forget what you said. 2 turnovers for Jackson Center in the first half. They've got to have 10 now.
Yep.
So
they're at 8 right now. Yeah.
So it seems like they've had a lot more. I mean,
they only had. Yeah, you're exactly right. They only had 2 in the first half, but now up to 8.
Of course, when you don't have very many in the beginning of the half, then it seems like you have a bunch, and they had 5 of them, it looks like, in the third quarter. Clemens, nice shot. Lainey Clemens had a busy third quarter, scoring 7 points. She now has 9. You know what? They maybe gave her a 2 that time before because the board up there says 8. Was she the one that made the three-pointer and you thought it was a 2?
Yes. So
she either has 8 or 9. I saw the referee put it. I swear when she made it, there it went to 9.
Okay, it did go to 9. Okay, so because we weren't sure if that. I thought it was a long 2, but we're kind of high up, and the near referee might have put his arm up for the 3. Yeah,
I know when she made it, he definitely had 2 arms in the air. So I don't know. And
I believe you. Yeah, I believe you. It's just, we're sitting back a little bit, and sometimes we miss that near referee right underneath us because the bench is kind of hard to see from where we're at.
Nice pause and shot. Boy, nice looking stroke there by Lainey Clemens. And
yeah, she's finding it. Good news there for the Jets at 11.
Lichtenberg in trouble. We'll find Reese. Nope. Coach Brown will take a timeout, a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. A precision strip timeout. Would like to also thank Allenball Insurance, Winners Meats, Wilson Health, Wagner's IGA, Pratt Industries, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Bank, Lincoln Electric Automation, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Grand Lake Health, Carriage Works, Emerson Climate Technologies, Precision Strip, First National Bank, and Keyhole Pizza for our sponsors to this high school girls basketball game today. And Michael, we've seen spurts of the Jets that have looked real good, and we've seen spurts by the Tigers that looked real good. And usually it's a team that does those look real goods more often and in repetition. You know, you can't have a good and then 4 or 5 bad. You got to have good, 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 bad, good. You know, and the Jets are getting there.
Yeah.
But
there's some goods there. There's definitely some goods there. But for them, Jackson Center's had
equally
or a few more goods with and the big telling tale is definitely, I'm going to say, the free throw shooting for Jackson Center has been absolutely phenomenal.
That has very much helped them today, and their defense has created a number of Fairlawn turnovers. So they have executed on most of the facets of their basketball game, except I think maybe a few turnovers here in the half. But other than that, they played pretty well today for the Tigers, who look again to break a 6-game losing streak and pick up that what would be their 5th league win against 6 losses. And overall, they would go to 9-11, so they would have just 2 games left. Biederman, nice turnaround shot, just kind of in that proverbial not hard enough and too hard. Didn't get it off the glass and didn't swish it, so kind of a tough break. Didn't get the bounce, and McKinley Reichert commits the foul on the defensive rebound by Fairlawn, her 3rd foul.
Yeah, you do have a little bit on that side. You got McKinley Reichert with 3 and also Presley Reese with 3. If you're looking at potential foul trouble,
this would cut it to 12.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, the 3 fouls, but there's really only 4.5 minutes to play. But you know what?
This has been,
A foul on Reichert. That'll be foul number 4 as a good defense, if you will, from behind. Lainey Clemens, her speed sneaks up on Reichert, who was being harassed. Kind of lost track or focus of who was behind her. And
yeah, she's been creating havoc. I mean, Fairlawn's got to be Coach Cathcart's got to be very pleased with Lainey Clemens today. She has been not only the 4 transition points off the turnovers and almost creating that, and just with 11 points, and she has just been on fire here for the Jets. So definitely some good positive stuff here for these Jet youngsters.
A foul, so the foul here won't put the Jets on the foul line, but it'll be Jackson Center team foul number 5.
And this is this is doable. It's 12. It's a 12-point lead right now. If they can find an opening.
2-point shot is good.
Yep.
Jets have now cut it to 12. As Michael said, it was at one time 16. Coach Brown will take a full timeout on the court. 46-36 with 4 minutes, 7 seconds left in the ball game. The Jets getting some momentum here on NKTelco Sports.
We are here and here and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
4 minutes, 7 seconds left to play. The Fairlawn Jets have made this a little bit more exciting here. I should say they've hit some shots here recently and have climbed back from trailing from at least 16 points at one point in the third quarter to now 10 with 4:07 left to play.
Yeah, I think Coach Brown having that timeout saying, hey, let's get back into what we've been doing here, and not moving the basketball quite as quickly as they had been up the court and been causing some trouble, and actually has led to some Fairlawn Jet points. So I think a little bit of rush to get into the front court, I think, was the tail of the information from Coach Brown. Like that.
It wasn't pretty there.
Yeah.
Jackson Center nearly, I thought, threw it away a couple times. Maybe got away with a double dribble. I'm not sure. But in the end, Klopfenstein comes up with the ball, gets fouled, and going to have some big free throws here. This could help the Tigers, kind of breathe, if you will. This You wonder if at the time they took the timeout, 4 minutes to play roughly, does your offense stall? Or, now the players, am I allowed to score? Do I not score? What shot's a good shot? I mean, do I only take layups? As Klopfenstein hits on 1 of 2, she now has 3 points in the ball game, and it's an 11-point lead, 3 minutes, 40 seconds to play. Final quarter. Clemens has been a big part of this comeback. We're 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 points here in the half. All of them coming in the half.
Yep, coming off some great defensive pressure as well, so got to be very, very pleased. Coach Cathcart got to be very pleased, but unfortunately that doesn't help.
Turnover Jets. They'll not get a chance to make it a single-digit lead yet. They're going to put their defense up, though, on the Tigers. Addie Biederman finds Reese. Reese crosses in the front court. Have to make sure all of her teammates get in the front court before passing, which she does, and thought for a second she was going to throw it over the line, which would have been a turnover, but held on to it. And a little quick step there by maybe Kendall Reese, but Presley Reese now with it. Klopfenstein. Is that the no? Yeah, nice shot. I don't know. I mean, that's the type. Because, it was a good shot if it's the first quarter, but fourth quarter, 11-point game. If you miss it now, but that's what I don't know. It's tough to make those decisions as Heath can't get the shot to drop. And Maxon will be whistled for the foul. She doesn't like it. And it's going to be free throws for Klopfenstein at the other end. So a pair of 44s going at it there, Maxon and Klopfenstein.
Yeah, they're definitely probably the two, top big forwards, I should say, and with the most height, and definitely going at it and sending Klopfenstein to the line.
1 for 2 is Klopfenstein. Those were just moments ago. Make it now 2 for 3. And that 10-point lead is back up to 14. So Jackson Center has done what they needed to do. And really, Klopfenstein made the free throw.
She's picked it up, yeah.
The baseline jumper, and now both free throws. So kind of if you look at key moments, it got down to 10, and now 5 straight, all by Klopfenstein, have opened it back up to 15 points with just over 2.5, and looking much better now for the Tigers.
Yeah, she kind of picked that up there a little bit.
Clemens jumper off the mark, no good. Rebound will stay will go to the Tigers.
Yeah, they got to be feeling a little bit better, especially with Klopfenstein being able to do that. But yeah, unfortunately, lose the ball. Nice pressure there.
Yeah,
like
awkward.
From Cassie Heath, I believe.
Just trying to pass and catch. Tigers, the Jets haven't given up yet, so they're still making Jackson Center work at it. And
good news for them, this was reps. I mean, because normally you've gotten into where they've been, down by 30 and 35 and, running clock and losing reps. And at least this is going to be a complete game for them to get full reps and be able to play here.
True, well said. It's going to be a full 32-minute game, standard clock procedure as they miss that attempt. And Kendall Reese now will swing it over to Presley. An open player is Klopfenstein. A tough break for her, a little strong. But just under 2 minutes to play. Probably not enough time for the Jets. They're going to need to score often and quickly here. And there's a foul on Reese, so that'll be 16 fouls, so it won't put the Jets on the line yet. So I won't go that route of, that's not what the Tigers need to do. You don't want to put Fairlawn on the line.
Yeah, you got one more to give.
Now they're at 6, so now if the Fairlawn would get fouled, they would have free throws.
So
minute 35 to play. And there's a foul. That's not what you want to do.
Yeah, that was, and also, so even if it wasn't, it would have been going to shots anyway. So, yeah, so.
Cassie Heath, first game back, freshman.
Very
good.
Yeah, Coach Cathcart very excited to get her back in the lineup.
5 points on the game for her, for the freshman. They, again, play 5 freshmen and a junior and a senior. So a lot of their nucleus will come back for the next couple of years. 13-point game, minute and a half to play. Ball knocked away, but Biederman comes up with it.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot out of them come 2 years from now if this group stays together.
Foul against the Jets. Maybe not a bad foul. If you can't get the steal and you don't want to, quote, give up, they still need a bunch of things to go right for them. Down by 13, minute 21 to play. This is a one-on-one opportunity from Grace Prenger. She's 2 for 4.
Her only points from the free throw line.
Make it 3 for 5. Back to a 12-point or 14-point game, minute 21. And the second one is no good. Maxson with the rebound. Clemens, who's had a nice second half offensively, trying to get a quick look here offensively. Eichelberger goes to the basket. Tough miss for her. And there's a loose ball and a foul.
Looked like on Clemens, I think.
Foul on 44.
No, 44. It wasn't Maxson.
That'll be her 5th. Yeah. So 5th foul on Darcy Maxson. She will sit down with 8 points in the ball game.
Yeah, great game for her.
She is the lone senior in uniform today.
Katarina Timononi will be checking in for her.
Reese now has missed 2 free throws back-to-back, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 of 12, now 11 of 13 from the line. And finishes on the back end. 60 seconds to play. Clemens with the basketball. Eichelberger has it stripped away as Kendall Reese knocks it out of bounds.
And you really look at the difference now at the score. Look at this score difference now and where those free throws fit in.
Well, they've definitely been a big part of the Jackson Center offense today.
Yep. Really a big difference.
Clemens kicks it out to North. Hard screen up top by Heath. Clemens, again, trying to find an opening, and Jackson Center's been pretty tight, not letting the Jets get any type of cheap look at it. Everything's been defended, and that forces time to run. And we're down to 38 seconds, so the Tigers should snap their 6-game losing streak. Clemens now will need help. Reese will take it away from her, and that will just about do it as Reichert will finish. A good ball movement, unselfish play by the Tigers. 13 points in the ball game for McKinley Reichert. Final seconds here as it's now back to a 17-point lead. And there's a out of bounds.
Yep, out of bounds going to Jackson Center.
Making sure both players got up, and they do, which is good. 10 seconds left, a 17-point Jackson Center lead, 55-38. Pressure being put on by the Jets. They've not given up, continue to work, and
this is a good outing for them. I mean, you know, don't like the score, but God, you got to like this effort, and a lot of positives here for Fairlawn despite the score, and you know, great stuff. A lot of learning here. Big thing would be turnovers, and you know, and also when you foul as well, because we talked about a lot of those fouls being shooting fouls.
Yeah, they've definitely, when they've done their fouls, it's been a lot of in shooting situations.
Right.
So they've always, you know, Jackson Center went there early, often, and converted many times to take advantage of those looks. And Kendall Reese will get her first 2 points of the game for the sophomore. And that will put the score 57-38 right now. And that's how it will end. The final score, Jackson Center 57, Fairlawn 38. We'll take a very short break. When we come back, we'll go through our sponsors and our game recap here on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back to Jackson Center. As Michael goes through our stats here, I'll go through our sponsors that brought you this action today. They include Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Allen Ball Insurance, and NKTelco. Again, thank you to those fine sponsors that allowed us to bring you today's game between Fairlawn and Jackson Center. Game won by the Tigers over the Jets, 57-38. Score by quarters went like this. Jackson Center got off to a quick start. They led 18-5 at the end of the first quarter. A 33-13 lead at halftime. Grew that to it went to 44-28. Shrunk a little bit for the Tigers. 44-28 at the end of three. And the Tigers outscore the Jets in the fourth to take the 57-38 victory. Our leading scorers for the Fairlawn Jets, 11 points from Lainey Clemens, 3 from Kaylee Helber, 6 from Avery North, 4 from Riley Eichelberger, 6 from Cassie Heath, and 8 from Darcy Maxson. Their total of 38. For the Jackson Center Tigers, 17 points from Presley Reese, 15 from Addie Biederman, 13 from McKinley Reichert, 9 from Macy Kleffenstein, 3 from Grace Prenger, and 2 for Kendall Reese. Their total of 57. The loss for the Jets put them at 1-19 on the season, 0-12 in Shelby County Athletic League play. The win for Jackson Center puts them at 9-11 overall, 5-6 in conference play, and they snap a 6-game losing streak. And we're going to now jump over to Michael Laws, who will give us our final game stats here on NKTelco.
Yeah, for Fairlawn, going for 2-point range, 9 for 20, 3-point range, 4 for 12, free throws, 3 for 4, 12 total team rebounds, 24 total team turnovers. Jackson Center went 12 for 31 from 2-point range, 1 for 5 from 3-point range. Telling tale here, 31 of 39 from the free throw line. Rebounds was 12, and total team turnovers with 8, and you had already gone over the team leading individual scorers. So
how many free throws did Jackson Center shoot?
30. Jackson Center 39 total, made 31.
31 out of 39.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good percentage.
Yes.
That's a lot of volume too.
Absolutely.
And Fairlawn shot 4. Now, don't say it was unofficiated wrong. It was just Jackson Center driving to the basket. And then also late in the game, I think Fairlawn tried to foul a little bit, maybe hope they missed some free throws. I thought a key point in the game was when Jackson Center cut it to 10. Timeout called. Jackson Center comes out of the huddle. They get a free throw on a foul by Macy Kleffenstein. She makes a free throw. Next trip down, she hits a baseline jumper. Next trip down, she makes 2 free throws. The score went from 10 right back to 16, all through the hands of Macy Kleffenstein. A good kind of point there that she really deflated any momentum the Jets may have had to get in single digits. And that was kind of where the ball game spread back in Jackson Center's favor. But give credit to Coach Cathcart. His squad didn't give up. And again, they made it a 10-point game late. Coach Brown's team took advantage of their situation and nailed down the foul shots today en route to the 19-point win, 57-38. And one last key business decision here, Michael, our player of the game for the Jackson Center Tigers.
Yeah, I think we're going to go with Presley Reese. So she had 17 points, and I think the big key for her was the converting from the free throw line.
12 out of 14.
12 out of 14, which was just tremendous.
Huge.
And you got to do that. So we have decided on
Presley
Reese. So
she wears number 10. She's a sophomore. Finished today with 17 points, 12 of 14 from shooting. Also included in there, she made a 3-pointer and a 2-point shot. Congratulations to Presley Reese. She is our NKTelco player of the game. That will wrap it up here from Jackson Center. For my partner, Michael Laws, my name is Jeff Henschen. Once again, your final score, Jackson Center 57-38. Thank you for watching here on NKTelco Sports.